In 2017, something entered our solar system that had no business being here. It wasn't a comet. It wasn't an asteroid. It didn't behave like anything we'd ever tracked before. And when scientists searched for the one explanation that made sense, they found nothing. It's been gone for years now, and we still don't know what it was. Welcome back to the Cosmic Vault. This is the story of Oumuamua, the first confirmed visitor our solar system has ever received from interstellar space. On October 19th, 2017, a telescope in Hawaii called Pan-STARRS picked up a faint point of light moving in a way that made astronomers do a double take. Most objects in our solar system orbit the sun in long loops, bound by its gravity, coming back around again and again. This object wasn't doing that. Its path was a straight, sweeping curve, the kind of trajectory that only makes sense if something came from far outside our solar system, swung past the sun once, and was already on its way back out, never to return. It was moving at roughly 196,000 miles per hour, fast enough that no star's gravity, including our own sun's, could ever pull it into a stable orbit. Astronomers gave it a name, Oumuamua, a Hawaiian word roughly meaning a messenger from afar arriving first. It's a fitting name, because everything about this object felt like it was trying to tell us something, if only we could figure out what. The first strange detail was its shape. As Oumuamua tumbled through space, its brightness flickered dramatically, brightening and dimming in a rhythm that repeated roughly every 8 hours. Astronomers use exactly this kind of flickering to estimate an object's shape, and what they calculated was bizarre. Oumuamua appeared to be extremely elongated, with a length at least 5 times greater than its width, and some early estimates suggested a ratio closer to 10 to 1. Picture something shaped less like a typical rocky asteroid and more like a cigar, or possibly a thin, flattened pancake tumbling end over end through the dark. Nothing we had ever observed in our own solar system came close to that shape. The second strange detail was how it reflected light. Oumuamua was measured to be up to 10 times more reflective than a typical asteroid, an unusually metallic, polished gleam for something that had presumably been drifting through the emptiness of interstellar space for millions, possibly billions of years. But the detail that actually turned this from a curiosity into a genuine scientific mystery came a little later, after Oumuamua made its closest pass by the sun on September 9th, 2017, and started heading back out of the solar system. As astronomers tracked its path with extreme precision, they noticed it was accelerating, speeding up slightly more than the sun's gravity alone could explain. Normally, this kind of unexpected boost has a simple, well-understood cause. Comets do this all the time. As a comet swings close to the sun, its icy surface warms up and starts venting jets of gas and dust. And those escaping jets act like tiny rocket thrusters, giving the comet a small extra push as it leaves. If Oumuamua were behaving like a comet, that would neatly explain the acceleration. There was just one problem. When astronomers pointed some of the most sensitive telescopes on and off the planet at Oumuamua, including the Spitzer Space Telescope and the Gemini North Observatory in Hawaii, searching specifically for any sign of gas or dust streaming off its surface, they found nothing. No glowing tail, no visible coma, no chemical signature of outgassing at all. Whatever was pushing Oumuamua forward, it wasn't doing it the way every other known comet in history has ever done it. This is the exact point where the story splits into 2 very different directions, and both are worth understanding, because this is genuinely still an open debate among scientists. Most researchers lean toward a natural explanation, even without direct proof. Some have proposed Oumuamua might be made of frozen hydrogen ice, a material so fragile and reflective that it could explain both the acceleration and the shine, while evaporating in a way too faint for our instruments to detect from that distance. Others have suggested it might be an unusually porous, fragile object, essentially a loose, low-density clump that responds to sunlight differently than a solid, rocky asteroid would. Some researchers have proposed it may have been slowly eroded into that extreme, elongated shape over millions of years by interstellar dust and cosmic rays during its long journey between stars. Each idea is plausible. None of them has been definitively confirmed. Then there's the theory that made global headlines. Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb, along with colleague Shmuel Bialy, published a peer-reviewed paper in 2018 proposing a very different explanation. If Oumuamua truly had a thin, flattened shape and highly reflective surface, and if there was genuinely no detectable outgassing to explain its acceleration, then one consistent explanation was that sunlight itself was pushing it forward. The same basic principle used in a technology called a light sail. Loeb suggested Oumuamua could potentially be an artificial object, possibly a discarded fragment of alien technology, drifting silently through the galaxy long after whoever built it was gone. To be clear, this remains a minority position within the scientific community, and most astronomers favor a natural explanation. But it's worth noting that the theory wasn't dismissed as fringe pseudoscience. It came from a tenured Harvard astrophysicist, published through the normal peer review process, precisely because the observed data genuinely didn't fit neatly into any previously known category of natural object. And here's the part that makes this mystery permanent, at least for now. Oumuamua was only observable for about 11 days before it became too faint for even our best telescopes to track in detail. By the time scientists fully grasped how strange it was already speeding away, and today it's long gone, hurtling silently back out into interstellar space, never to return to our solar system again. We did get one useful comparison 2 years later, in 2019, when a second interstellar object was discovered, nicknamed Comet Borisov. Unlike Oumuamua, Borisov behaved exactly like a normal comet, complete with a visible glowing tail. That contrast actually deepened the mystery rather than solving it. It confirmed that interstellar objects do pass through our solar system, and that at least one of them, Borisov, looks and acts exactly the way we'd expect. Which makes Oumuamua's strange behavior even harder to just write off as a fluke of bad data. So, what was Oumuamua really? A fragment of alien technology? An ancient interstellar iceberg? Or something else entirely that we don't even have a name for yet? The honest answer is that we may never know for certain. It came from somewhere beyond our solar system, passed through for a matter of days, and disappeared back into the dark, leaving behind nothing but data, questions, and one of the strangest unsolved mysteries in modern astronomy. This has been the Cosmic Vault. If a visitor from another star system slipping through our solar system without explanation is exactly the kind of thing you want more of, hit subscribe. The next one drops in a few days, and it's just as strange. See you in the next one.